Here's a truth many women don't realize. Most men would rather be respected than admired for their looks. Respect is the fuel that drives a man, while beauty, though attractive, fades with time. But why? Why does a man's soul light up at words of recognition, yet grow silent when all he hears are compliments about appearance? Imagine two men, one walks into a room with the most beautiful woman on his arm, the other walks in with a woman who deeply respects him. Which man feels truly powerful? Which one sleeps at night with peace in his chest? The answer isn't as simple as you think. Because for men, respect is not just a desire, it's survival. It is how they measure their worth, their purpose, their role in a relationship. And without it, no amount of beauty can keep his heart anchored. Today, we uncover why men crave respect even more than beauty, and how this hidden truth shapes love, attraction, and commitment in ways most people never talk about. Society has written a script for women, and it's repeated everywhere. From glossy magazine covers to Instagram filters, to the very movies we watch, the message is the same: beauty is the key to love, to value, to keeping a man's attention. Women are told, look younger, look slimmer, look perfect. But here's the twist: ask men what truly binds them to a woman, what keeps them loyal, inspired, and grounded, and you'll hear a different answer. Not beauty. Respect. Beauty may capture a man's eye, but respect holds his soul. Respect is the quiet force that makes him rise earlier, work harder, dream bigger. Respect tells him he is seen, valued, and trusted. And the irony? This truth has been hiding in plain sight, often ignored by a culture obsessed with physical appearance. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on this hidden dynamic. Why respect matters more than beauty in the male psyche, how it intertwines with female psychology, and most importantly, what this means for the relationships we build and the love we fight to keep. Point 1. Respect speaks to a man's identity. For a man, respect isn't just a pleasant feeling, it is the core of his identity. From the time he is young, he is taught to perform, to achieve, to prove his worth. And whether he succeeds or fails, one question echoes inside his mind: do the people I love see me as enough? Beauty may attract his eyes, but respect anchors his soul. A man ties his self-worth not to how beautiful his partner looks, but to how she sees him. Does she acknowledge his efforts? Does she trust his decisions? Or does she dismiss him, belittle him, and make him feel small? Here's where female psychology plays a powerful role. Many women underestimate just how much acknowledgement shapes a man's world. A woman may think respect is shown only in big gestures. But for men, it's often in the smallest words. A man may forget the exact outfit you wore on a date, but he will never forget the words you spoke that lifted him up, or the ones that cut him down. Respect affirms his identity. It whispers, you are valuable. You are capable. You are worthy. And that, far more than beauty, is what keeps a man standing tall beside his partner. Beauty can turn his head, but respect keeps his heart. Asterisk. Point 2. Respect is stable, beauty is temporary. Every man knows a truth that culture often tries to deny: beauty fades. Not just for women, but for men as well. The sharp jawline softens, the perfect figure changes, and the glow of youth eventually gives way to the marks of time. And while beauty may be dazzling, it is never permanent. But respect is different. Respect can last decades. It doesn't wrinkle, it doesn't sag, it doesn't fade with the years. Respect is stable. It is the constant reminder that a man is valued not for fleeting appearances, but for the strength of his character and the weight of his effort. Here's where the psychology divides. Many women are taught to invest endlessly in beauty, makeup, fitness routines, filters, believing this is the currency of love. Yet most men aren't measuring commitment by how perfect a woman looks. Instead, they're measuring whether she stands with him when he falls, whether she believes in him when the world does not. Picture this: a man facing the lowest point in his life, maybe he lost his job, maybe his dream crumbled. The woman beside him may not look like the flawless images on a screen, but if she looks at him with respect, with belief, with admiration for his effort, that loyalty cements a bond stronger than beauty ever could. And that's the truth, a woman's respect can outshine her appearance over time. Beauty catches the light, but respect survives the storm. Asterisk. Point 3. Respect fuels motivation. When a man feels respected, something remarkable happens, his entire engine comes alive. Respect is not just appreciation to him, it's fuel. It drives him to work harder, to dream bigger, and to stay loyal to the person who gives it. This is where male and female psychology diverge. Women often long for emotional intimacy, deep conversations, closeness, connection. Men, however, translate respect as their version of intimacy. It's not just about physical affection or emotional words, it's about knowing his partner believes in him, stands behind him, and values who he is. And the difference it makes? Immense. A single phrase like, "I'm proud of you," can inspire a man more than the most flattering compliment about his appearance. To him, respect isn't just nice, it's oxygen. Without it, his motivation weakens. With it, he rises to his fullest potential. Respect, in many ways, is a man's true love language. It doesn't fade, it doesn't get old, and it transforms how he shows up in every part of life. And before we move forward, if this resonates with you, if you've ever seen this dynamic in your own relationships, take a moment to hit that like button, subscribe for more powerful insights into female psychology, and share your thoughts in the comments. Do you agree that respect fuels a man's drive more than anything else? I'd love to hear your perspective. Asterisk. Point 4. Lack of respect hurts more than lack of beauty. Here's a truth many women don't see until it's too late: a man can accept aging, wrinkles, weight gain, or the fading of physical beauty. But what he cannot endure is disrespect. For men, disrespect cuts deeper than any change in appearance. Why? Because while beauty may delight the eyes, respect speaks to the soul. When a man feels disrespected, it strikes at the very core of his identity. In female psychology, emotional neglect often feels like abandonment. For men, disrespect triggers the same kind of wound. It whispers to him, "You are not valued. You are not enough." And that pain lingers long after the moment has passed. Imagine this: a woman dismisses her partner's opinion in front of friends, maybe with a laugh or a roll of the eyes. To her, it may seem harmless, even playful. But to him? That single moment wounds him far more than if she had gained 20 pounds. Because beauty may shift with time, but respect, or the lack of it, creates scars that don't fade. And here lies the warning: disrespect builds emotional distance faster than fading looks ever could. A man can embrace imperfection, but he cannot thrive in contempt. Asterisk. Point 5. Respect builds emotional safety. Every human being longs for safety. For women, that safety often comes through consistency, knowing that her partner will be present, reliable, and emotionally available. But for men, emotional safety comes in a different form: respect. When a man feels respected, the walls come down. Respect tells him, "You're safe to be yourself with me. You don't have to pretend. You don't have to prove. You are enough as you are." And that creates a powerful bond of trust. But when that respect is missing, especially in moments of failure, something inside him breaks. A word of encouragement when he falls short builds intimacy. A word of criticism when he is most vulnerable destroys it. This is why respect is not just important, it is essential. Beauty may attract in the beginning, but it is respect that sustains a relationship for the long haul. And let me ask you something: what's taking you so long to like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell? Go ahead and do it now, because we're only getting deeper into the psychology that shapes love, attraction, and lasting commitment. Asterisk. Point 6. Respect strengthens long-term attraction. At the beginning, beauty is magnetic: it pulls a man in, sparks curiosity, ignites desire. But beauty alone cannot hold him there. What keeps that desire alive through the years, through the challenges, through the changing seasons of life, is respect. Men are drawn to beauty, yes. But it is respect that keeps them loyal. Respect that keeps them committed. Respect that keeps them pursuing the same woman long after the first sparks of attraction have faded. And here's where many women misjudge the equation. They may underestimate just how much respect fuels a man's passion. A single word of admiration, even for something small, like how he fixed a problem, solved a challenge, or simply showed up, can reignite a man's fire, even decades later. Respect doesn't just maintain a relationship, it strengthens attraction over time. Beauty may start the story, but respect is what makes a man want to keep writing it with you. Asterisk. So, how does all of this play out in real life? It begins with small choices, words, gestures, and habits that either build respect or slowly erode it. If you're in a relationship, ask yourself, do I show my partner daily respect in my words and actions? Respect doesn't always look like grand declarations. Sometimes, it's as simple as saying, "Thank you for working so hard." Other times, it's as big as trusting his judgment in moments where it really counts. And here's the key, respect doesn't mean agreeing with everything. It doesn't mean silence. What it means is this, valuing his effort, his identity, and the intention behind his actions. That simple shift changes the atmosphere of a relationship. For women, this understanding is a gateway to harmony. It creates emotional safety, deepens trust, and allows love to flourish beyond surface-level attraction. For men, recognizing this truth is equally important. It empowers them to choose partners who truly see their worth, not just their appearance or success. Because at the end of the day, respect isn't just a concept, it's a practice. And when it's present, it transforms relationships into something lasting, something meaningful, something unshakable. Asterisk. So let's bring it all together. Beauty may catch a man's eye, but respect captures his soul. Respect is the true foundation of love, trust, and long-term commitment. It is what sustains a relationship when the first sparks fade, when life gets difficult, and when years have passed. Now I want to hear from you. What do you think matters more in relationships, respect or attraction? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because your perspective could open someone else's eyes. And if you found value in this, don't stop here. Check out the next video on your screen right now. It goes even deeper into the psychology of women, men, and relationships. And finally, what's taking you so long? Like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and hit that subscribe button with the notification bell, so you never miss another insight into female psychology. Because here, every video is designed to help you understand the hidden truths that shape love, respect, and connection. Asterisk.